Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Um,
वालेकुम अस्सलाम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।
it's good that everybody is hearing my voice. So I'm going to start it. Just
बेशक
one
यानी
minute. Thank you. Just 1 minute. Let me um, s- share the mm, video. 1 minute, please. Mm. So yesterday we concluded our session till medical emergencies or medical awareness. That what we have to do in mass gatherings regarding medical emergency services. Now today we will discuss. Walaikum Assalam. Now today we will discuss. mm, 1 minute. Let me find the shin. Yes. Today we will discuss the first aid scenarios that what sorry, fire scenarios that what we have to mm, do in case of fire emergencies. So is it clear? Can you show the slide? Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
Okay, great. That's great. Because now my Zoom is okay. So here we are. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Again, I'm Dr. Jahanzeb from HSAQ Professionals. We are mm, basically a consultation and a training firm, and we provide consultancy in ISO standards, and training is industrial trainings and ISO trainings as well. Okay. So today we are going to start it from fire safety awareness session. Yesterday we break mm, at first aid or medical emergency awareness. Okay. So again, the first thing that why it is important to talk about fire safety awareness, especially in mass gatherings and in daily life as well. We will try to discuss both conditions because most of the time we normally consider or show seriousness regarding the professional or office material, office locations, but for home and for family, we do not consider these things. So we will discuss these some issues what we neglect in our daily life. Okay, so why this awareness is important? Because this fire hazards and fire episodes can be start anywhere, even in mass gatherings, even at home, at place, in car, during traveling, anywhere. Emergencies are always unexpected. So a detailed study was conducted that topic. Disasters of mass gathering, key lessons from history. So basically, that was a detailed study conducted by some researchers in 2015. So what they conclude, this was a big study, they consider a lot of events, they consider a lot of published news and other things. So what they conclude regarding mass gathering, hazards in mass gathering, or the disasters in mass gathering, they consider these things, what I highlighted here. These are the whole points, but what I highlighted is the main points. First, they talk about the importance of crowd density, their monitoring, their exit management. This is a big job because normally a home or a hall is designed for exit of 100 persons and exit of 1,000 persons. But once you expect 1,000,000 person or 10,000 persons or 50,000 persons, so all these issues could be happen in mass gatherings. So I hope you know about the crowd density, but let me explain in a brief way. Crowd density, as you know, that mass with respect to volume, or what we can say that number of persons with respect to the area. Means if 10% in one room and the same 10% in one football stadium and these 10% in desert. So this effect, the change of this effect is density. Means 10% in one room is little bit big density because the area is small, but the mass is same. If this mass goes to, if we put this mass in the same football stadium, then crowd density decrease because area increase. Again, in desert, the area is very big, but the number of persons are same. So this is the difference of crowd density. This is the term what we use in crowd management. So in all mass gatherings, the crowd density is a big issue because you have to accommodate, like in Hajj, inshallah, when you will perform Hajj. So you will see that Arafat is really a big ground. There is no doubt that Arafat is a big ground. Mina is a big area. Around the one side length of the Mina is almost 3 to 3.5 kilometers. So these areas are really big areas. But the number of, if you visit these areas in normal days, you will find very few people. I mean, the crowd density is very low. But once you go into the Hajj, then it is a matter of 2.5 million or 2.6 million people. Same day, same time, same location. So the crowd density becomes very high. So it is quite difficult to manage these things. That is why the management always decide different routes from one place to another place, from Mina to Arafat, then Arafat to Muzdalfa. There are 4 or 5 roads. 2 roads are dedicated for the pedestrians who want to walk from Arafat to Muzdalfa, around 12 or to 15 kilometers, who want to walk, okay, they have to walk on the designated pedestrian streets. And rest 4 or 5 roads are dedicated for the pilgrims, for the buses. The transport system is bus and train. All the locations that are close to the train, they are supposed to use the train to transfer from one area to another area. I mean, Jamarat to Arafat to Muzdalfa and other areas as well. And the same buses, a lot of buses were there, and they have to move on the designated roads. Means if road number 1 is designated for Asia, so Asian buses should go from there. Road number 4 is designated for Europe. If so, these buses have to go on the same time from the same location, nor they change their location or nor they change the time. This is a crowd management. That is why it is sometimes pilgrims think that it is difficult for them. It can be difficult for them, but it is a matter of crowd management. Because if the management do not do these efforts, then the biggest issue is stampede. Because in crowd density, once the crowd get out of hand, so you cannot control them. Even with a lot of things, you cannot control them. So that is why crowd psychology is totally different. So you have to control the crowd density with regulations. And if you cannot control, if the things going out of hand, so hazards happen. May Allah protect all of us. Then the second thing is real-time monitoring. Real-time monitoring. Okay, I will share my experience as well in continuously with you, so it will quite helpful for you, I hope, inshallah. So the real-time monitoring. Real-time monitoring, yes, it is going on. You will see a lot of cameras, a lot of monitoring system, a lot of security, a lot of safety forces, security forces around you during Hajj. And even in any mass gathering, they designate the roads, they designate the areas, they designate the camps for medical help, for civil defense forces. They have designated places, and all are monitored by the camera. And yes, they have a real time monitoring rooms. And now, since a long time now, they are using crowd management softwares, crowd management simulations, where they can guess or where they can estimate with respect to time, that at what time where should be the crowd reach. So because crowd is moving, when you will perform, or you will come to know that crowd is moving. In one day, crowd is going towards Mina. In evening or night, crowd is moving towards, crowd means 2.5 or 6 millions. This big number is moving from one place to another place, to Arafat. Then in midnight, next day in midnight, they are coming back to Muzdalfa. Then they will go to Mina, then the Jamrat. So whole cloud is moving like, so that is why they make the simulations to get idea about the crowd, that at what place, at what time, at which place the crowd will be. So they are expecting these things. So that is why they sometimes they close the route immediately. And this happens many times, that security forces close the road, and we are trying to debate with them that please open the road. But they know that their seniors saw in the cameras and in the simulations that after 1 minute or 2 minutes, a big group, a big crowd of 100,000 or 200,000 have to pass from the same way. So if they allow you to cross this road, or if they allow you to cross from this area, so there are maximum chances of stampede. So that is why they do not allow you. So time monitoring is very important. And previously, they had some in mass gatherings, there were some problems, but Alhamdulillah, now in mass gatherings, they have new technologies, so things are going to be managed in many mass gatherings. Third thing, medical care, situation facilities. This is also a part of mass gathering. Once you are going to manage a big crowd, then you have to consider these things. You have to install the cameras for real-time monitoring. You have to take medical care, because at that time, it is not possible to bring a big ambulance in mid of the football ground. It is not possible. Like in the previous Football World Cup, so they built medical rooms in the football stadium. They built small emergency rooms in the football stadiums, because it is not possible to bring an ambulance into the ground within these hundreds and thousands of persons. So in all these mass gatherings, you have to look for the medical care facilities as well. Sanitation faculties as well. Sanitation facilities, because as we discussed yesterday about the communicable diseases, that all these diseases all these communicable diseases is possible in mass gatherings, because one or two or one every toilet have to be shared by hundreds or thousands of persons. So that is why they have to look for the sanitation facilities as well. Weather monitoring, yes, it is also your duty as well, because it is nowadays it is also your duty, or any persons who want to manage a crowd or mass gathering, or a person who want to attend this mass gathering. It is his duty as well, because now weather data is available on your mobile. We all have the smartphones, so it is quite easy to look into the smartphone for the upcoming days, and if you know the date that when you will go to attend this mass gathering, a football match or a Hajj or anything, so you must look for the temperature with respect to time, because in many websites you will find the weather of every hour, every date and every hour. So you will find that at what date, at what time, what is expected weather. So management will also care about these things, and you have to care also about these things. As you know, in many mass gatherings now, they have a sprinkle systems. They have a tall towers from where they sprinkle the water over the pilgrims or the participants. So they are caring about these things, but you have to care for yourself as well, because if the management is very big, like if a management is a country government, if a management is a city government, if a management is a university management, so these are the big managements. Even though the management size is always less than the expected gathering. If the gathering is expected for 2 million, so management cannot be possible as for 1 million. So management and management is always less than the gathering. So that is why gathering always have some responsibilities as well. Means it is not it cannot be worked like in this way, that if I'm going to attend a mass gathering and I say that if I paid for the mass gathering, now I am totally out of it. Now I have no duty. No, you have duties. Still, I have duties. Because management is always less than the management will provide you the things. Management will somewhat try to impose the rules, but crowd have to follow it. But the pilgrims or the attendees have to follow this. Okay, safety protocols, emergency response planning. Try to read all these things if the management publish these things. If the management publish the safety protocols and emergency response plannings regarding the mass gathering, so you have to read these things. Why? Because it is also for your safety. If any civil defense person will not be available for you to save from fire, then alhamdulillah, everybody have 2 hands and 2 legs, then he can save himself as well. Because the security person, the firefighters are also humans. So they have their own duty and they will do their duty, because they are there, or they are supposed to be there for their duties. But we have to do, we means pilgrims or the attendees of the mass gathering will also perform these duties and have to follow our limitations, our duties. What is important for us, what is harmful for us, we should know these things. And then the last thing is importance on awareness of fire safety, because most of us in our daily life do not care about fire accidents. Never expect fire accidents. We all know the example is, we can think about it. Just make an imagination that at your country, in your home, did you put a fire cylinder there? Because you have a lot of sources. You have a kitchen, you have electric geyser, you have electric iron, a lot of electric things, a lot of ignition sources are there, a lot of fuels are there. But did we ever think about this condition, that if something happened, may Allah protect all of us, if some fire episode happened at our home, so how our family will use? Is there any fire cylinder? Or if we are good, we put a fire cylinder, so can they use the fire cylinder? Good. If it is there, so it's good. But majority of us never think about it. So that is why, this is the sign that we are not aware of fire, or we are not serious about these things, one of these things. So we will look for fire. That is why we need to aware ourselves regarding the fire safety. This is the references. Let me highlight you. These are the references of the published papers that was concluded in this study. And this is a famous study. You can find it on the internet as well. Okay. So now we have to discuss these answers. that if we want to understand the fire, then we have to answer these questions to ourselves. And inshallah, this will helpful for all of us, inshallah. So what is fire? Fire is, I don't, okay. At every step, I will try as maximum as possible to avoid the scientific language. I want to go into more general language. So it will be, because this session is for all of us. It is not only belong to the scientific community, it is for all. Okay. So what is fire? Fire is a chemical reaction between oxygen, heat, or temperature, and fuel. If three things are available, if fuel is available, if oxygen is available, if temperature is available, then it is possible that fire can start, or fire can start at any time. Oxygen is available everywhere. How we can check that oxygen is available everywhere? Because if oxygen is not available, then we cannot survive. If human is alive, it means oxygen is there. If we are breathing oxygen, it means oxygen is there. So it is the what the amount of oxygen needs for human is enough for the fire. So fire needs less oxygen than human. So if we are alive, it means enough oxygen is available for the fire. So remaining two things, heat and fuel. Heat means temperature. We have temperature around us. Fuel. Fuel sources, we have to look for this thing. Fuel is anything, fuel of fire is anything that can burn, like paper, wood, plastic, polymers, clothes, cotton, fiber. All these things are the part of fuel. Benzene, kerosene, all these oils as well. I don't want to go into the detail of liquid fuel or solid fuel. Okay, fuel is fuel, which can burn. Okay. So now observe around you that how much fuels we have. On my seat, I'm sitting here, wood pencil, paper, this is fuel, plastic fuel, remote, another fuel, glasses cover, another fuel. So I have a lot of fuel around me. I'm sitting on a chair, polymer, another fuel, wood table, another fuel. So fuel is around us everywhere. We are wearing clothes. So this is also kind of fuel. It is also type of fuel. So we have a lot of fuel around us. We have a lot of oxygen around us. And we have temperature around us as well. But the fire is not there because this is a matter of nature of fuel. So that is why I don't want to go into the detail of scientific concept. You know that paper can burn easily, whereas wood or coal can burn with very difficult conditions. So it depends on nature of fuel. So fire is a combination of fuel, temperature, and oxygen. When fuel is available, fire will consume this fuel. If oxygen is available, fire will consume this oxygen. That is why always the guidance is that leave the area in case of fire. Why? Because fire will consume oxygen and there will be very less or no oxygen for humans. So that is why leave the area where there is a fire. Fuel is around us. So we have to look around us. We have to be very vigilant about these things. And temperature, maintain the temperature around yourself. If the fan is available, it's good. If AC is available, it's good. Okay, how it start? How fire start? Fire start by combination of these three things. When these three things combine and that temperature is suitable for the nature of fuel, so fire start. Use a matchstick. Matchstick can burn easily just by a small resistance. It's good. We can ignite a lighter fuel is there, the gas is in the lighter, but we produce just small friction, a small ignition, and it start the fire. So fire can be start when these things are available. But again, it depends on the nature of fuel. How it spread? Fire spread by 3 ways. Conduction, convection, radiation. Means this is details, somewhat detailed scientific things, and I have a video for you to look into it. But how, in simple words, how fire spread? How fire spread if the fuels are attached with each other. Like I burn a matchstick, I touch that fire with the paper burn. I touch that paper with the box will burn. I will touch that box with the wood will burn. So once the fire can travel, but if we want to break the chain, so we cut the fuel in between these things. So fire can be cut. Or we have to stop one thing, means we cannot stop the oxygen. We can cut the fuel, possible. We can decrease the temperature, means if it is a wood fire, put a bucket of water on it. So temperature decreased, oxygen cut, fire close. You can kill the fire by these small things. But remember, be careful, never use water in kitchen and never use water in electric fires. On next slide, I will go on this topic in detail, but at the moment, we have to look for the how it spread. Usually, fire spread from 3 ways: convection, conduction, and radiation. The simple difference is this: if the fire flows from one place to another place through solid material, it is called conduction, like matchstick with the paper, matchstick to the iron and then paper. Convection, when it flows through air. For example, if we are standing away from the fire, but a hot air blows and hot air comes to us. Like fire is at, for example, 10 meters, but the heat is coming to us because of the air. Air is blowing in this direction, so all the heat is coming to us. This is convection. And radiation, it is like this, that like sunlight comes to us from sun. There is no medium, no solid, liquid, gas, but it comes to earth and then it comes to us. In microwave, we heat our food. So this in microwaves, this is because of the radiations. So if the heat is traveling through energy, then this is termed as radiation. Okay, before going to the videos, I want to discuss one more thing: concept of fuel and ignition sources. I want to discuss in detail. There are 2 things. Before these 2 things will initiate the fire, because as we discussed, oxygen is available every place, temperature is available at every place. So the remaining thing is fuel and the ignition source. What ignition source do? How much ignition sources are around us? Ignition source which can start the fire. Ignition source are those sources which can start a fire, which can burn the fuel. So if you are sitting in a room, then look around you and you will see that how many ignition sources you have. I have electric extension. This electric spark can be an ignition source. I have a laptop. This connection can do spark. This is an ignition source. In laptop, I have a battery. This battery can act as an ignition source. And we all know now there are many episodes where mobile batteries, these new electric scooter batteries, laptop batteries burst. these batteries are also a new modern sources of fire. So minimum we have two sources around us. One is mobile or laptop, and there's an electric connection. So these are the sources which can initiate the fire. So ignition source is there. And what about fuel? Yes, fuel is there just beside it, just within the extension. How? Electric connectors, if electric connectors spark in the electric extension, so it means ignition source is there and fuel is there. Why? Because electric wire is made up of plastic, rubber. Both are good fuel. Both can catch fire. Our laptop is made up of plastic and some other metals. Our mobile is made up of plastic and some other metals. And silicon cover as well. Nowadays, we all are using silicon covers. So we are surrounded by ignition sources and we are surrounded by fuel sources. Always in daily life. And once you will go to the Hajj, the main mistake is this, that we do not care about these things. The area is small, the room is small, 10 to 15% are accommodating there in a relaxing mode. Everybody want to charge their mobile. Everybody want to charge his mobile or her mobile on her sitting position. They don't want to leave the mobile for 1 hour. No, they don't want to leave the mobile even for 10 minutes. They want to use the mobile even during charging. So these are the wrong practices. What is leading, that will lead towards the temperature, increase in temperature for the fire extensions. So we are surrounded by ignition sources and we are surrounded by a lot of fuel sources as well. So now I will show you some videos related to small videos related to fire, how fire start, because we think that we need ignition sources always for the fire. It is not true. Sometimes just resistance, some like in stone ages, human used two stones to create some spark. So spark is also enough for the fire. Like during welding, during arc welding, we have a lot of sparks around us which can create a fire. So I just want to show you some videos which will be quite helpful for you to understand these things. And I cannot read the messages at that time because I'm focusing towards the presentation. So after some time, I will do some questions, or maybe in last we will take questions. Okay, so let me show you some videos. This video is about that how a fire can start without a flame. Means just temperature can cause the fire because oxygen and fuel is available. If we increase the temperature, the fire can start.
I want to talk to you a little bit about friction fire. The tools that you need are, you need your hearth board, you need a spindle, and you also need a nest. With a nest, I like to start out with my longer fibers, and I'll just twist those around to form a little bit of a pocket. With the tinder nest, you want everything pretty tight. So with the spindle and hearth, you want something fairly light, but most important, it's the grain structure. If you look at this one, you would see little grains, almost little holes and pores in here. So you want to make a starter hole. So I make a divot in there. You can sit on your butt like this, or another technique that helps is you get up on above it, either on both knees or one knee. You can sometimes put a little bit more weight on it this way. With the starter hole, you just want to get it to that point where it just starts smoking. So the notch, basically I start by cutting at the top because I can see it. And it's basically like cutting out a piece of pie. So what it's doing is allowing the punk to accumulate in one spot. Once you have that prepared, you want something to catch the coal, like this wood chip or a leaf or something. Set it down nice and secure. And once you're ready, you want to make sure your hands have enough friction on the spindle. You can either spit on it, or if you run out of spit, you can have a little bit of water nearby. Rub that in your hands. The key is you're putting a lot more pressure on it than you realize. So I'm actually pushing really hard inward and downward at the same time. And that driving force is what's going to produce the coal. So as you're going, once you see that basically you have smoke coming out of the pile of punk, at that point you can stop, tap any leftover punk on it. It'll keep building. You can see it's red hot. And then you drop the coal in the nest. Seems counterintuitive, but you want to squeeze that nest and really cradle that coal way down in there. Deep breath. You want to increase the breath hardness as it starts spreading. That's it. You want to turn it on its side towards the wind. And you got a fire. And that's it. That's friction fire in a nutshell right there.
So this is how a friction fire can start. Basically, in this video, I want to show you that fire can be started without flame. So as we discussed in theory, that three things combined. Just fuel was there. This part of this wood piece is a fuel. This nest is a fuel. Oxygen is available. That is why the human is alive there. And the third thing is the temperature. He just increased the temperature of fuel. Just at that, till that temperature, it get fire. It start burning. So this was a good example for fire burning. Now we are looking for different ways that how heat spread, how temperature spread, and how heat spread around us. There are three methods, so we'll look into it, and then I will show you one more thing, that how fire travel from ground floor to the other floor.
Heat transfers through our environment all of the time. I'm sure you've noticed that walking on a beach in summer feels hot, diving into the pool feels cold, and eating an ice cream cone on a hot summer's day goes from cold to cool to warm to melted all over your hand at a rapid rate. Heat transfer happens to us all the time, every day. It always moves from hot objects to colder ones, and is impacted by some materials more than others. In this lesson, you'll explore three ways heat transfers in our environment: conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction is the transfer of heat between substances directly contacting each other. The better the conductor, the more rapidly heat will transfer. Good conductors include copper, silver, iron, and steel. Poor conductors include wood, styrofoam, paper, and air. It's why we don't recommend picking up a handful of change that's been sitting in the sun, unless you want to burn your hands. But you're okay to pick up that pile of wooden nickels sitting next to it. Moving on to convection. This is the up and down movement of gases and liquids caused by heat transfer. As a gas or a liquid is heated, it warms, expands, and rises because it's less dense. When the gas or liquid cools, it becomes denser and falls. Warming and rising and cooling and falling creates a convection current. This is the primary way heat moves through gases and liquids. Some examples include the warmer water on a pool's surface, floating in a hot air balloon, and that cool evening breeze blowing through the lower floors of your house or apartment. Finally, let's talk about radiation. This is defined as electromagnetic waves traveling through space. When electromagnetic waves come in contact with an object, the waves transfer the heat to that object. It's heat traveling in the form of visible and non-visible light. Some examples of radiation include feeling warm while standing next to a campfire, reheating that slice of pizza in your microwave, and turning on a light so you can find your phone. Conduction, convection, and radiation are three critical ways heat moves through our lives. They're the heat transfer principles we experience every day. Knowing how heat transfers makes it easier to find efficient ways to warm and cool our houses, keep people safe from overheating, and create new and innovative technologies to improve our lives. This completes this lesson on heat transfer, conduction, radiation, convection.
Okay, that's great. This video was related to the flow of heat or energy. Okay. How far start? 1 minute, please. Okay. Fire spread conduction. In this video, we will see the upcoming video I'm talking about. So basically, the question, if you think about this question, that if fire is on this floor, so after some time, the fire will travel on the upper floor. So the whole building will catch fire after some time. Whole different rooms will catch fire because of the one mistake, that if something is burning on the ground floor, then later on first floor and second floor will also get the fire. So how fire transfer from one place to another place. I'm talking about particularly the fire. Temperature can transfer. We discussed in a previous video that convection, conduction, and radiation are the three processes from where the temperature can transfer, heat transfer. So this heat transfer will lead towards the fire. Let me share this video and we'll come to know, inshallah. And if there is anything, I will explain it.
A fire can spread in 3 different ways if there's enough fuel and oxygen to keep it going. It will spread through conduction, convection, or radiation, but fires are often spread by a combination of all 3. Conduction is when heat moves through material and objects. Heat travels from the hot end of an object to the cooler end. This is also how one object can heat up another one by touching it. We experience heat transfer through conduction all the time. For example, if I hold a hot mug of tea, the heat transfers from the mug to my hands. Most metals are good conductors of heat, so fires can easily spread from room to room through things like metal pipes or staircase handrails. To see if heat from a fire is being conducted, you can touch a door with the back of your hand. If it's hot, it means the fire is on the other side, so keep the door closed. Fire doors delay the transfer of heat, smoke, and fire for at least 30 minutes, so keep them closed. The materials that are used to make fire doors are especially chosen because they are poor conductors of heat.
So that is how fire can transfer from one place to another place, from one floor to another floor, because when the temperature goes on the other floor, because if the fire is on first floor, it will create temperature, and the ground surface of the second floor will get heat because of this fire. So because of this heat, the other surface temperature of other surface increase. The temperature of the fuel inside the room is going to increase. A scientific phenomena called pyrolysis. Pyrolysis start, and then after some time, if the temperature will going to continuously increase, it will catch fire on the second floor. That is why in all hotels and in all buildings, they install fire extinguishers, because fire extinguisher is the oldest and most successive treatment for the fire, to curtain the fire, to not let the fire expand. So that is why still it is using in hotels and in many accommodations, fire extinguishers. Almost 97% of cases, in 97% of cases, fire cannot spread because of the sprinkles, because the room sprinkles that are installed in the roof, these sprinkles is the oldest technique, and this 97% cases the fire do not spread because of these timely start of sprinkles. Okay, now we are talking about common causes of fire. Okay, there are many common causes, but our target is with respect to the mass gatherings and with respect to the Hajj as well. Common causes of fire: short electric circuit. Why? Because we bought an electric extension from a market which is of low cost, because we do not want to put money on an electric extension. And this low cost extension is low cost because of a reason, because they are not using good electrodes, good conductors. If they use good conductors, then it is not supposed to be of low cost. They use low quality insulating material. Let me show you one thing, that what I mean by insulating material. Okay. This is a connector, power connector for my laptop. See, inside there is a wire which is carrying the current. This is a connector from where current goes into my laptop. This electric wire is protected with insulators and some rubber. If anything is used in these chargers and wires and batteries and mobile laptops, all are on the same principle, extension wires as well. If anything is of low quality, it means it will create resistance. Resistance in wire. If the connector is loose, resistance in connection. What it will create spark, or it will create temperature. Insulating material around the wire is used to save the user from current leakage, and rubber is using for the same thing. If it is of low cost, it will catch fire. Why? Because the resistance, whenever current flow, it can create resistance. If the copper quality or the wire quality is low, if the connector is loose, if the extension wire is loose, if you put a lot of load on the wire, if I try to charge a car with my laptop charger, means extra load on the wire, all these factors are there which will increase the temperature of electric wire. And later on, this electric wire will do spark, and then this spark will create a fire. Why? Because rubber is there, plastic is around it. So all these materials will act as a fuel. Okay. So that is why we have to be more vigilant about the electric extensions. And what I observe and what we were in practice to ask the other pilgrims that please don't do this. What the practice is, they use one extension wire, then they put 4 or 5 mobiles. Okay, then there is another extension wire from first extension wire, then third extension wire from the second extension wire. So it is a continuous load on different wires. And later on, if any wire is not of good quality, if any thing happened, may Allah protect all of us. So it could be a big source around us. So be vigilant about the smell as well. If you feel that there is some burning smell, then do not make it confirm from other. Request others to please stop it for some time, because this hotel socket is usually built for one television, one mobile, or 2 mobiles or 3 mobiles. But in case of mass gathering, this one connection is handling 10 mobiles, 20 mobiles, 30 laptops. So that is why you have to take care about these things, because this is the issue that we are facing around us. Most of the fire episodes is because of the electric circuits, because we at the time of construction or at the time of purchase, we do not care about the wire, we just care about the money. So please think about these things. Then cooking equipment. Cooking equipment, fire can be used by fire can be started by cooking equipment, because in kitchen liquids or kitchen oil have very high temperature where they will catch the fire flame point, but it is cooking for a long time. Means the thing is not the utensils or the pots or the pans that are using in the kitchen is continuously on the flame, is continuously in working condition. They are using oil continuously. So there are chances for fire. Another causes of fire is the gas cylinder. So they are using the gas cylinder, the leakage of gas cylinder, not a good quality material of the gas cylinder, not a good quality pipe that is carrying gas from the cylinder to the stove. All these things may generate a lot of fuel around you, a lot of fire sources around you. So that is why now in many mass gatherings, they do not allow visitors or the pilgrims to cook their food. They ask you that there is a designated kitchen in this area where you will stay. They will cook the food under the guidance, under the management, and they will provide you the cooked food. In hotels, in tents, in many mass gatherings, now they are enforcing these things, that only one kitchen should be there where everyone is not allowed. Only the designated person, designated trained cooks are there who will take care of all these things, and then they will cook the food, you will eat the food. It is not allowed to go there and cook the food by yourself. No, don't do this. And they will never allow you these things, because we all know that electric circuits, that kitchens are the main causes for fires in mass gatherings. Then smoking, it is truly a purely and truly a personal issue, that if you are doing smoking, please do not smoke in a public place. Also, it is a matter of health, but it is also a matter of fire. If you want to smoke, go out from the room, go out from the designated, go into the designated area, go out from the pilgrim area, and then do smoking. Close it completely and then come inside, because your smoking, your sparks, maybe not spark, but the temperature of that cigarette piece is not good for others. It may create fire. Batteries and battery of mobile and power bank, again we discussed this thing, that nowadays battery is another type of fire in categories of fire, that is A category, B, C, all these are the categories of fire. So there is an additional batteries now we are using everywhere in our mobiles, in wristwatch as well. In smart wristwatch, they are using batteries. In mobiles, they are using lithium battery, and laptops. So batteries can be explode at any time. So that is why be care of these things. These are the common causes of fire around us. One minute, I don't know what's happened with it. Let me share it again. 1 minute. There's some problem with my presentation. One minute, please. I have to close it and then reopen it again. Where we were at this slide. Okay. Where is the Zoom? Zoom link is here. I'm going to share this. Okay. Yes, this is the next slide. This was a previous slide, common causes of fire. So now we are how to prevent fire. Do all thing reverse. Simple. As we discussed yesterday about the heat stroke, that if a person is in the sun, take him inside. If he is thirsty, give him water. If he is feeling hot, spray water. Take him into the AC room. So all these things are related to just inverse these things. So prevent the fire. Okay, good. If you want to use extensions, bring good quality extension wire. Bring heavy extension wires. Heavy means that is built for even if you want to use 3 laptops, bring somewhat good electric extension wire that is made up for 10 laptops, because it will save you. It costs, but it will save you. Do not smoke in the tent. Do not smoke in the area where you are surrounded by papers. You may surrounded by the ihram, because okay, one more thing. The one more thing related to small sparks and smoking and other ignition sources, that normally most of the in Hajj, in pilgrimage, everyone will wear ihram, and most of the persons will wear polyester ihram. It is made up of polyester, and we all know that polyester can catch fire easily. So if you are wearing polyester ihram, care about yourself. If you are not wearing polyester ihram, others may wear polyester ihram. So take care about them. And it is just a matter of 4 to 5 days, means even less than this. When you will go to Mina, 8th Dhul-Hijjah, 9, 10, 11, 12, maximum 12 till 11 evening or 12 afternoon, you will come back to your hotel. So for these few days, compromise your mobile, compromise the charging issues, compromise the cigarette, compromise the smoking, if you can. If it is very important for you, then it's okay. Then try to protect yourself. Then try to protect others. If you protect yourself, in long run, the effect goes to others, and they will protect themselves as well. Okay, never leave the flames unattended. And this is a part of training for the persons who are working in the kitchen. I mean, designated person who are working in the kitchen, they never attend the flame unattended. One person should be there. If there is some issue, turn off the flame. Cut off the fuel. Fuel means gas cylinder. Turn off the gas. But one thing, remember, because we are talking about the kitchen fire and the electric fire, never use water in kitchen fire and never use water in electric fire. In both cases, it affects inversely. It will close the fire, it's true, but in case of electric fire, electrocution is possible, means we all know that water can conduct current, so current will flow from one place to another place. So it can conduct current. So be careful, do not use water. Other thing, in kitchen fire, even at home or at your accommodation, do not use water, because if you throw the water too close the kitchen fire, it is a matter of very high temperature. So water boils and it create a steam in seconds. So it will turns into a small type of blast type condition, not a blast, but a blast type condition, where the water sprinkles, hot water sprinkles, water convert into the steam in few seconds, in microseconds. So it affects like a blast, and it is quite harmful. So do not use water in kitchen fire. Do not use water on electric fires. Risk assessment, fire and medical. I want to discuss this topic because risk assessment is based on two things. Means it is for the mass gathering, but it will also help you in your daily life as well. Risk is basically a combination of two things. One is hazard or danger, and the second thing is likelihood to meet this danger. The easiest example what I usually used is a lion. We all know that lion is a big animal and it can eat human. Okay, good. Means it is a danger. Lion, the presence of lion is a danger. We are not comfortable in presence of lion. But lion is danger when lion is present. If I'm sitting in a Jeddah and in Jeddah city there is no lion, so lion is danger, but the likelihood to meet this lion is very less for me. So the risk level is very low for me in this condition, because hazard or danger is lion, it is not here, so likelihood is very less, so the risk is very less. But if I visit a zoo, if I visit a jungle, even zoo it is behind the bars, okay, but if I visit zoo, there is a lion, and if I'm in the zoo, if I'm in the jungle, so there are much chances that we may meet each other. I saw the lion, or lion will catch me. So the likelihood increase, so the risk increase. So once I become in Jeddah, it is very less chances. The risk level is very low because likelihood is 0. But if I'm in jungle, so likelihood is very high because lion is there. Lion is supposed to be there. So it depends on it is a link between hazard or danger and likelihood to meet this danger. Another example, to sit in an aeroplane flying 30,000 feet high, this is a danger, this is a hazard, but this is a danger, and likelihood is variable. For a pilot, it is a big risk. Why? Because he have to fly that plane and he have to go on 30,000 feet on weekly basis or daily basis. But for a person who is sitting on the office, the likelihood is very less because we usually sit once a year in a plane. So the risk level is very low. So do risk assessment around you. Risk assessment, how? What are the sources of fire around me? If I'm doing risk assessment of my table of this room, what fire sources around me or what ignition sources around me? I'm talking about particularly fire risk assessment. Ignition sources, batteries and electric connections. Fuel, second stage, fuel, plastic, wood, paper, everything is around me. Third thing, likelihood, I am using electric wire, I am using laptop, batteries in working condition, electric wire is in working condition, AC is working, lights are working. So we are working with electricity every time. So likelihood is also there. So it means risk level is high. But if we purchase good quality wires, if we purchase good quality extensions, if we purchase good quality laptops, good batteries, then likelihood becomes less. Because hazard is there, but likelihood become less, so risk becomes less. So every time you have to do risk assessment around yourself. Even you are in khema, even you are in hotel, sitting in your room. Just do risk assessment. What kind of hazards are around me, and what is the likelihood to start a fire? I hope I convey my point. So we have to move to another slide. Okay, do's and don'ts that you have not to do. Number one, as we discussed, bring good quality electric wires, good quality extensions, how you can find approved electric equipment, famous electric companies, approved electric companies. Follow group leader organization rules. If they ask you that do not insert your extension in one extension, so don't do this. If they allow you to charge mobile once a day, follow it. Because management also have the brain, and they plan these things with respect to the expectations. For example, if we invite 10 persons at our home, so we are doing planning. So it is in back of our mind that how we will deal them. If they want to charge mobiles, which electric connection is in good condition, which electric connection is in bad condition, which electric wire is in good condition. So follow the organizers, follow the management. Know the fire exit in your tents and buildings. Whenever you visit, okay, think about your home. How many doors you have at your home? Usually we all have one door. So in case of fire, all 10 or 15 or 5 or 2 resident will use the same gate. How it is possible? It is difficult condition. So try to think about these conditions before the emergency happens, because emergency is always unexpected. So whenever you visit your hotel, whenever you visit your khema, whenever you visit your accommodation in mass gathering, in Hajj, you have to look for these fire areas. Look for the risk assessment in your mind that if where I'm sitting, if fire start, so am I alone? Or I'm here with my father, I'm here with my kid. So can my father run? If he can run, good, we both will run. If he cannot run, so who will take him out if I run alone? If my kid cannot run, so who will take him out if I run alone? Same, if I am here on Hajj with my mother and she is in the female section, so who will inform them that a fire is may Allah protect all of us, a fire is getting started here in my room? So who will inform them? So make all these plans in your mind. See all the exit routes. They have exit routes. I know. I saw these places. Sometimes I manage these places and I know they have fire exit. They have fire exit plans. They have fire exit routes. But we think that at the time of event, at the time of emergency, we can handle. No, it is not possible. At the time of emergency, majority get confused, majority get panic, nobody is in calm condition. So if you see the exit route before, if you see the medical emergencies or medical facilities, available medical facilities around your khema or your room or around your building, So you, at the time of emergency, there is no need to ask others. You know the exact location. You know the exact position. You should know that which exit gate I will take during the event of fire, in event of emergency. Inshallah, when you will visit the Mina, you will see that in the lines where you will find the lanes for tents for pilgrims, you will find a medical tents. After every 5 or 10 tents, there is a medical facility. Medical facilities are available at most of the corners. Civil defense is available there. Volunteers are available there. Traffic police is there. Police is there. Other forces are there to manage the things. They will sometimes they will allow you to walk here and there, and sometimes they will not allow you to sit any place, because the cameras monitoring, because they're seniors, because they know that a big crowd is coming from this way, so they will not allow you to sit there. Even you are too much tired, they will not allow you, because this is for your benefit. So same, do some risk assessment for your benefit, that in case of fire, how you will leave the tent, how you will save your family, how you will save yourself in case of emergency or medical emergency or fire emergency. So do these things. Use good quality power banks. You avoid heating smell, that whenever you feel that there is some smell for heating, so check the equipment, check the connections, that there is some heating smell. If this smell will continue, then there is a chances to get fire. So check all these things. So these are the do's and don'ts. I'm talking about the Hajj and as well as the mass gatherings. Okay. Don't smoke near the tent, because even I request you to not smoke in Ihram, because I'm not talking about, I'm not here to talk about the religious issues. I'm just talking about the fire issues, that if you are wearing polyester ihram, it is very risky to smoke in polyester ihram. In polyester shirt, do not smoke for this time if you are using polyester dresses. Don't cook, and they will not allow you to cook. Now this is a very good thing, but if you find some way with electric stove or electric heater, I advise do not cook. This is a matter of few days. But if incident happens, in yesterday in initial slides I show you that once incident happen, then it is a big disaster, because it usually if it happens in mass gatherings, then it get out of control. So that is why in mass gatherings, be careful about yourself and for yourself. Okay, don't block the walkways, even it is in stairs, in emergency stairs. If somebody 10 or 15% are doing party in the emergency stairs, so internet connection is unstable. Okay, it will get stable. Okay, if somebody is doing party or some gathering in the emergency stairs, so what is the benefit of emergency stairs? Because in case of fire, public will rush towards the emergency stairs, and they cannot cross because one is doing his party there. So do not sit, not lay down in the walkways. Do not connect extension with extension with extension with extensions. It will create burden. It can start the fire. Do not ignore management, because management knows that what is their capacity. That is why they always try to manage the things. The example is your home. If you invite, being a management, if you invite 100 persons and every 100% bring 10% with him, so you are not ready for 1,000 or 10,000 persons. You were supposed to ready for 100%, or for the safe side, you will get ready for 200%. But if 1,000 persons come or the 10,000 person come, then it will be difficult for you. So think in this way that if you are the management, so how you handle these hazards or these issues. Do not ignore safety and security instructions. Same. If you are the management of your home and if you know that your electric wire is not in good condition and it can catch fire and your guest want to use his electric wire, electric extension, then you have to stop him because it is for their security, it is for your security as well. So follow the safety instruction and follow the security instruction. I forgot to write one point that never use elevators in your hotels, never use elevators during the fire episode. And the reason is only this, that because one thing, electricity is supposed to be closed during the event of fire. So that is why elevator can stop at any place. The other thing, that this elevator column, this is a vertical chimney type column from ground floor to till the height of the building. This is a vertical column. So this column is filled with this column where the elevator is moving is filled with the smoke. So that is why, please close your mic. Please close your mic. Hello. Please close your mic.
اوكي
Thank you.
345
Okay. So in case of fire, do not use elevator because elevator can stop at any time because of electric safety. The management will close the elevator. So do not use elevator. And the second thing, the column of elevator is a vertical chimney type column and it will get filled with the smoke. So there will be no oxygen available to inhale. So that is why never use elevators during the event of fire. Use stairs. Do not go back to take your belongings. What to do in case of fire? First thing, if there is alarm, you raise the alarm. If you, for example, let me create a scenario that if you are sitting in your room and you see that a fire is going to start or a fire is, please close your mic. If admin is listening me, then please close the mic. Thank you. So what to do in case of fire? Raise the alarm. Because if you did not raise the alarm, that nobody in the other room will come to know about the fire. If fire is in room number 1 where you are sitting, and then room number 2 or room number 3 will not get to know and they will not have enough time to save themselves. So that is why whenever you see a fire, raise the alarm. The minimum, the lowest, the alarm that is always, please turn off your mic. Mr. Shamir, are you listening me? Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Subhan, are you listening me?
Brother, you are disturbing people. Close your mic.
Admin can close this mic. Let me check where it is. Wait a minute. 1 minute. I'm going to turn off my camera. Just 1 minute. I'll be back. Okay. 1 minute, please. Let me stop this mic.
Please, brother, mute your mic.
من يجي الحين طارق؟ ها؟ نايف؟
Assalamu alaikum. I'm back. So basically, I was there to request them to mute these mics. Okay. So what we have. Okay, I was there. After this slide, I will take a break for the salah, inshallah. Okay, what to do in case of fire? First thing, we have to raise the alarm, because if we do not raise the alarm, so other persons cannot get to know about the fire, and they will not have enough time to leave the building and save themselves. So if you do not find a fire alarm, so it's okay, just yell, because it is also in the international standard. Then start yelling fire, 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 and it happens. So because of your voice, because of your sound, other persons will get to know that there is an episode of fire. And then if possible, then show them the exit way. If you do some risk assessment before, like on 8th of Zulhijjah or before, you know that where is the fire exit and where is the location for civil defense persons, so you can call them, or you can lead towards the safe location, that go in this direction, on your left there is a fire exit, go out and stay there. Okay, get out fast. Do not collect your belongings. Do not try to take your things with you. Do not look for your mobile and laptop. If it is an event of fire, leave the premises. Do not come back until the specialized persons allow you to do so, because many times once you open the door, fire start again. So that is why do not enter into the building until the experts will allow you. Call the emergency services once you get confirmed that yes, there is a fire. Even though it is very small, I cannot stop it. Okay, call the medical emergency services that there is a fire and we do not have equipment, or we do not have enough equipment. Please come and stop this fire. Do not run blindly. The difference, first I said run, and then do not run blindly, because you have to run towards exit. Do not run into the other room. Do not run in the direction that becomes a dead end. Run in that direction that will lead you towards exit. Run only in that condition, in that direction that will lead you towards the exit. Do not collect the things, do not collect the belongings, do not get lazy that, okay, fire is small, I can pick up this, I can take this with me. No, never underestimate the fire. I have videos, but I don't, this is not the part of this awareness session, that fire expand in seconds. And as per British standard, okay, this is a good point, alhamdulillah, it comes into my mind. As per British standard, the homes before 50 years and now the things in the homes, the difference to catch fire is 17% higher. Now the current homes have 17% more tendency to catch fire as compared to the homes before 50 years. So why? Because we have ignition sources, laptops, we have batteries, a lot of batteries, we have a lot of charging things, electric stove, electric cooker, electric iron, electric extension. So we have a lot of all these sources increase, or a few nature of fuel change. Now we have a lot of plastics at home. So that is why now there is more tendency to catch fire. 17% tendency increased in just 50 years. Okay, so that is why do not get lazy. Just run. Maybe your mobile is already that much heat up because of this episode that you take it out and later on it will catch fire. So leave it. Inshallah, Allah will protect all of us. But if it is a sacrifice of a mobile, it's okay. Helps special need persons. Again, this is a part of the risk assessment. Then how you help a special need person? You can help him only if you think about him before the event. In the event, you will not have the time. You have to save yourself. But if you think about it, that I am in this room sitting with 20 persons, and he is the person who cannot walk, he's on the wheelchair, and now I'm thinking about this thing, that in case of fire, if fire happens, and how he will leave the space. Maybe his son will help him, but maybe he's alone. So I have to observe these things. I have to observe these things. This is a risk assessment. This is the part of risk assessment. That in case of fire, who will help him? Special need persons. If he will crawl in wrong direction, so maybe I will try to help him. But you can help him only if you know, if you are mentally prepared before, if you do some risk assessment, if you know the exit gate, if you know the exit path, then you can help others and help yourself. Use fire extinguisher if it is possible, because most of us do not know how to use the fire extinguisher. I'll show you a video after a Salah gap. But use fire extinguisher again if it is available. Some basic rules. If use fire extinguisher if it is available, if you know how to use it, if you know that fire extinguisher is suitable, if the fire size is maximum fire size is about one dustbin. At the moment I have, yes, let me show you a dustbin. This is a dustbin. Okay, so if the fire size is this from here to here, so this is the size that you can inverted comma, you can deal with a fire cylinder. If the fire size is bigger than this, do not attempt to use fire extinguisher. Do not consider to attempt. You can use fire extinguisher only if the fire size is less than one dustbin size. And how to use a fire extinguisher, we will see in some in other slides. So we are going to take a break around I will be back after 20-25 minutes after Salatul Asr. Okay. So and in the end of session, I will take questions, inshallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Okay, so let me share the. Okay, so we were here with the last topic, that use of fire extinguisher. So the limits for the conditions for the fire extinguisher. Remember that once you first thing, you must have a fire extinguisher. Second thing, save your exit way first. Third thing, the fire size should not be bigger than the dustbin. So suitable fire extinguisher. Then all if all these things are available, then you will plan to use a fire extinguisher. If you think your exit way will not be safe, if you start using the fire extinguisher, then do not use a fire extinguisher. So first, keep yourself safe, then protect your bystanders. Third, protect the facility. So these are the sequence for the how we and when we need to use the fire extinguishers. Here, how to use a fire extinguisher. This is a very small video. Look at this video. The acronym is PAST. PAST, that first you have to pull the pin, then aim, then squeeze the lever, and then swept the spray. So look at this video and you will come to know that how to use a cylinder. There are different type of cylinders. Okay, I will tell you after this video.
Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Pull the pin. Aim at the base of the fire, not the flames. Squeeze the trigger. And sweep at the base of the fire. Pull the pin. Aim at the base of the fire, not the flames. Squeeze the trigger and sweep at the base of the fire. Some important things.
Okay, so here in this video, you saw that how they use a fire extinguisher. A few things keep in mind that before attempting to use the fire cylinder, you should keep in mind that almost that size of fire cylinder that you saw in the video will take around 15 to 20 seconds to get empty. So you have to use the cylinder very carefully, not carefully, very carefully. Nobody will ask you that cylinder was there, why you didn't attempt. Nobody will ask you. Same as we discussed yesterday, that nobody will ask you that why you didn't provide the CPR and why you didn't provide the first aid. It is up to you. If you can, then you must do. If you cannot do, if you think you cannot do, even then don't do it. But if you want to do it, even then you have to understand and you have to remember these things. Number one thing, fire size should not be more than a basket. Second thing, fire cylinder should be there and the fire cylinder will get empty in 10 to 15 seconds if it is completely filled. Before using the fire cylinder, keep an eye there that there should be seal, that it should be sealed. Nobody used it before. If there is no seal on the fire cylinder, it means it is a used cylinder. Somebody already used it. Okay. So look at the cylinder. And as we discussed before, the risk assessment, when you enter in your building, when you enter in your khema, when you enter in your hotel, keep eye that where is the cylinder, where are the locations for the cylinder, where is the cylinder on my floor, where is the cylinder on the ground floor. Okay. And then save your exit route first. Means, for example, if a person get that much busy in attempt to killing a fire that he forget the exit access, means his own exit access is not safe and he is trying to save others, so this should not be the approach. You have to save yourself first. You have to look for your exit access, that your exit path is safe. Okay, then try to kill the fire. Otherwise, you can escape, but raise the alarm, raise the concern. If you cannot, if there is no alarm, then raise the concern, start yelling fire, 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 and then you can leave the premises. But for these things, you have to know that where is the exit path, where is the exit access, where is the exit route. So for these things, you have to do some risk assessment. Once you enter in your building, once you enter in your area, once you enter in your tent, you have to look for these things. Then I want to share you these emergency numbers. If this slide is not clear, then even then it's okay if this slide is not clear, because it is evident that you can go to see here. Go to the website of Ministry of Interior and write the emergency numbers. You will get the emergency numbers here for the whole, see, police, civil defense, road security, traffic, passport, Ministry of Hajj, Ministry of Labor, meteorology, water, emergency, electricity emergency, all numbers you will find here. So the fire is under civil defense. So you will have to contact the civil defense department in case of fire. In case of medical help, you will call the emergency services. You will find a lot of persons there who are dealing with medical emergencies. Second website is Ministry of Hajj. Once you will write on the Google and try to find this website, you will find these numbers. See, let me enlarge it for you. These are the number for police, for fire, ambulance, traffic, highway patrol, all these. And it is not only the matter of Hajj. It is a matter of any mass gathering. You have to be careful about these numbers. You should bring these numbers with you. If you do not have, if you are going to visit UAE, if you are going to visit Malaysia, any other country, just before visiting there, before it should be the part of your plan that you will take these numbers from the website, from their government website. So because all these emergencies can are unexpected and it can arrive at any time. So you have to be vigilant for yourself and for your bystanders as well. Many times things are not useful for yourself, but it will be helpful for others. Some important advices. I want to share these advices. Number one, remember all these advices are with respect to my experience in earthquake, in working in Hajj department and other tours. So that is why I want to inform you. I want to guide you these things. In any mass gathering, in any mass event, if you want to go to attend the football match, cricket match, then you have to be careful about these things. You have to do these things, or you have to keep. Nowadays, mobiles are available, so you can do these things even during your traveling. Okay. Number one thing: keep the emergency numbers. The emergency numbers of these services like police, fire, ambulance on the paper, on your mobile, and the host numbers. For example, if you are coming for Hajj to Saudi Arabia, you have to write the numbers of your host here, the company number. All these numbers, all these mobile numbers and the emergency contact numbers should be in mobile and on the paper as well, because it is very difficult for anyone, any host, that a guest just arrived, his 1 foot is in the aeroplane and he's asking about the charging point. So it is not always available. So write these numbers on the paper as well, that if your mobile battery is dead, if your mobile turn off, then you are not dependent on the mobile. You have to write all these numbers on the paper. Second thing, never hesitate to call emergency services. They are there. For example, if you call the medical emergency services in case of choking, you are helping the person, he will get fine. But if the medical emergency service is on the way, let him come. Don't ask them that he's fine now, go back. No, let them come. Same in case of fire. In case of fire, if you call the medical emergency services, then let them come and let them inspect the location. Maybe they will find, and maybe they will do some better thing for you in case of medical or fire emergencies. Keep medical history notes. It is very important for the person who have some serious medical history, like diabetic person, like heart patients, like any weakness, any allergy. Yesterday, a person told me about the allergy point. Yes, you have to write about the allergies. If you are taking the thinner medicine, I think aspirin or like this, so you should write on this card. You should write on this. Why? Because once, for example, once a person faint down on the road because of the heat stroke, so medical person do not know about you. Are you a fit person or is there an issue with you? Your bystander, your roommate do not know about your medical history. What he can tell to the emergency services about you, even he do not know. So share your medical emergency services with your roommates or write it on a card and put it in your pocket. And just inform that in case I'm supposed to need a medical assistance, then show this card to the doctor. No need to see this card, but show this card to the doctor. So he will get to know that how he will be assisted. So medical history should be with you. And believe me, this is really a missing thing. What we observed during the Hajj, that you observe many persons sitting beside the road, hold their head. At that time, when they are in the situation of heat stroke or any other medical condition, when you ask them that what's wrong with you, even at that time, they cannot remember their medical history. Even at that time, they cannot tell you because they are in the condition, they are in the heat stroke, they have some other medical issue. So in that condition, in that situation, they cannot remember these things. So they cannot tell you. So it's better to put these medical things in your pocket. If somebody asks you that what's wrong with you, show this card that this is my medical assistance, and it is really helpful for the medical doctors. And this point was this point was shared with me with one of the medical doctor who will do his duty in the Hajj. So if it is their concern, so please take it serious like other things. Check sugar level regularly. If you are a person who is taking diabetic medicines, if you are a person who is taking insulin, so check your sugar level. Why? Because you have to walk a lot. Your diet is not regular. As it was regular at your home, you are not eating a safe diet. You are not eating safe with respect to the medical condition. You are not taking medicine at time. You are walking too much as compared to your regular life. In regular life, we are walking around 2 to 4 kilometers. It is, if we are healthy, then we are walking 2 to 4 kilometers. But in Hajj, in normal days, you are walking 7 or 8 kilometers. I hope most of you already visit the Haram, so you know that where taxi or bus are supposed to drop you, and from there you have to walk a lot, kilometers and kilometers to reach the mosque, and then you have to go back to the hotel. So during the Hajj, you have to walk a lot. So your sugar varies in many times during a day. So you have to continuously check your sugar level. If you have device, it's okay. If you do not have device, don't take tension. Don't go to purchase a device at that time from the medical stores. Just look at find the medical services, find the Red Crescent or Saudi Medical Services around your hotel, around your camp, and go there, ask them to check your diabetic values. Check your blood, check your diabetic sugar level. So just go there and ask them that you are a diabetic person and you need these results. So they will help you. Same in other cases, other disease case, because they are there to help you. Their deputation or their deployment during the Hajj is only for one thing, that is to help you. Fire services are there, fire brigade is there, civil defense is there, police, paramilitary, ambulances, paramedics, all are there just to help you. So feel free, do not hesitate, never hesitate to ask them to help you. They will do, they have equipment. One more thing, host language. Whenever you are traveling abroad, when you are traveling here, you must have some basic vocabulary. Like if you need to purchase water, it's good. We know English, it's good. We know Urdu, it's good. Regional language as well. But we are sitting in a different country. Maybe they are not good at English. Maybe they are not good at Urdu or other languages. So it is our responsibility, not their responsibility. It is not a responsibility of a person who is working on a store. It is our responsibility because we are investing money. We are here for visit. We are here for religious gathering. So we have to use some basic vocabulary. Nowadays, it is very easy. Install translating application in a mobile. Just write simple words in English or Urdu. It will translate into Arabic and show it to other. They will guide you. Nowadays, it is very easy. And if you are not a user of a smartphone, then take 50 or 100 words that is used that you are using in your daily life. That what diabetes called in Arabic, what water called in Arabic, what apple called in Arabic, all these basic vocabulary. Not only Arabic. Any country where you are going to visit, try to take some of their basic vocabulary. Risk assessment, as I told you, you have to analyze that where is the gate, where is the exit gate, where is the medical camp, where is the location for the civil defense, who is the special need person around me, what is my condition, do I bring the umbrella with me when I going to Arafat, did I take a water bottle, I have to take a lot of water bottles. All these things should be the risk assessment for yourself, which what you will do. You have just use your mind, just analyze the things and things will come into your mind. Okay, exit locations, it is a part of risk assessment. You should look for your exit locations and people at risk around you. It is a part of risk assessment. Hydration level, you have to maintain not only Arafat all the days, because now as government announced that summer will start from 1st of June. So you have to look for these things. You have to take water bottles every time with you. Take one water bottle, always keep it in your bag. If it get empty, put it into the dustbin, throw it into the dustbin, bring another one. Or you will find a lot of persons around you who are distributing water. You will find water in your area mosque, a mosque near your hotel, in your hotel, on the shops, refilling points are there. So water is available around you. A lot of water is available, drinking water available around you. But now it's your duty to take it serious and carry on. Avoid sunlight. They will, many companies like STC, Mobile, Zan, all these companies will distribute umbrellas. And on the coming Friday, you will find a lot of distribution of umbrellas. So get these umbrellas. Or if you are not able to get these umbrellas, don't worry. Purchase it from the store and take it back with you once you will go to your home. But use the umbrella, not only in Hajj, in your country as well. If you think you have to walk for 500 meters or 1 kilometer, okay, take umbrella, put it over your head, protect yourself. If you are not serious to protect yourself, nobody other is serious. Nobody will come to give you a gift. You have to do some effort. Simple diet, take simple diet, especially during the Hajj days, 4 or 5 days. Take simple diet. Avoid hot drinks. Use anything at cold temperature. Water, fruits, vegetables. Avoid spices, as we discussed yesterday. Comfortable footwear. It is very necessary. You have to wear comfortable footwears, otherwise blisters is a big issue during Hajj. Because remember, what we are wearing nowadays, what slippers we are wearing nowadays, we are used to walk 500 or 600 meter with these slippers, but we have to walk in Hajj in kilometers, more than 10 kilometers, more than 7 kilometers. So please wear comfortable footwear. In Ihram, you have religious conditions, you have to wear certain kind of slippers, it's up to you. But even then, there are options for the comfortable slippers. Options are available. Use your money for yourself. Use your money for your footwear. Avoid congestion places. Yes. If you see that congestion is ahead, try to take some other route. If the management person or the police person do not allow you to cross the area, so it means the congestion is supposed to come after some time. So follow their instruction, because it is very easy for them to allow you to, okay, go pass, but they are not going to do this. Why? Just for your safety. The whole thing is around you. So it's you who will take care. It's you who will do these things, who will avail these things. Remember landmarks. And any person who forget his place in Haram are those person who do not mark the landmarks. You should know that when you enter in your Haram, so clock tower is in your front, on your left, on your right. Not I'm talking about only Haram. In your home, in your hotel as well. You should know some landmarks. For example, a person who is from Pakistan in Karachi, they can consider that I am living near to the Qaid Mazar. I'm living near to the mosque. I'm living near to the Badshai Mosque. I'm living near a place where there is a driving school. I'm living near to the Qura University. My hotel is near to a big mosque named Raji Mosque. So mark the landmarks in your mind. In Arafat, in Mina, and Muzdalfa, the areas are distributed with respect to the numbers. Remember, areas are distributed with respect to the numbers. Number of your area. You should remember the number of your area, name of street, and number of your khema. Once you enter into the khema, look at the pole position. Just look at the pole position. There are two numbers over another, like 2/20, B/60, like these numbers. And then there is a big pole around 50 feet high or more than this. There is a big number, 8, 6, 7. So you have to remember that my khema is near 8 number area. My khema number is B62. Remember all these things. If these things are available there, or you can mark the location that my khema is in front of Al-Baq. My khema is in front of Difa Madni, and Difa Madni number this. They have also numbers. My khema is in front of Saudi Red Crescent office. My hotel is very near to Qura University or Raji Mosque, a big mosque in Makkah. So remember these landmarks. If you do not remember these, if you do not do practice to remember these landmarks, it is very difficult for you to reach your location back, even in your cities as well. So remember the landmarks. Follow the government management guidance and regulations. Believe me, they have a very big control room. Every police person, every medical person, every ambulance is controlling from the control room. If they ask you not to cross the road, it means not to cross the road. Once you cross the road, you will be in trouble, because they know, their cameras know, their system knows that a big, huge crowd will cross this area after 1 minute or 2 minutes. So that is why they will not allow you to sit in the area. And many times this happens that pilgrims are in a problem that because they are walking since long, they are walking 10 to 15 kilometers. Now they want to sit, but police and medical emergency services will not allow you to sit, only because for your sake. It is not their matter whether you are sit here or there, but it is not their not their home, their office, but they just want you to be safe. So that is why follow the guidelines, follow the regulations, follow your companies, not only about the Hajj pilgrimage, for any pilgrimage, for any mass gathering. So this is all about. I want to acknowledge HSCQ professionals who gave me opportunity to give this talk and to explain this talk and share my experience that I did in my previous years. Mrs. Hajra Jahan Zeb, Dr. Umar Awan, Dr. Yahya, they helped me a lot in giving me medical knowledge and terminologies and other things. Dr. Engineer Saad, Engineer Nurul Haq, Mr. Gupta Shoaib, they guide me a lot in making the presentation and their ideas. And that is why, Alhamdulillah, I'm about to conclude this presentation. Thank you. And if you have any questions, this is for the feedback. And if you have any question, then now I'm going to read the chat here on the screen. So if you have any question, then we can take this question. There are 30 messages, 60 messages. So I'm going to, okay. I'm going to see if I found any question. Okay. Okay. Jazakallah khair. I would like to kindly inquire if I am eligible for certification. Could you let me know the criteria for eligibility? Mr. Zakir Hussain Abdul Hakim. Basically, this answer is supposed to be answered by the management. If Mr. The management team, I think Mr. Shamir, if Mr. Shamir is listening me, then he may answer you this question, and you can ask this question in the WhatsApp group as well, because I'm not able to answer this question. Jazakallah khair. Okay, sugar level, I told you. Thank you. How to prevent extinguish flames if clothing catch fire? Please elaborate safety technique. Okay, the first thing, good question. Muhammad Azharuddin, good question. The first thing, if in ihram, it is quite easy to throw out your sheet, what you are wearing. So other thing, fall on the ground. If my hands are visible, fall on the ground and roll on the ground. If you are alone, fall on the ground and roll yourself on the ground. So it will kill the fire. If you see someone, then throw water on him to kill the fire. Okay. Okay, Jazakallah khair. So any question, is there any question? So, or I make it. Okay, if someone caught a fire, how to help them immediately? Zunaira Arshad, if someone caught a fire, how to help immediately? Okay, good question. One thing, if you have a fire blanket, not a blanket, because nowadays simple blankets are made up of polyesters, so it is quite risky to use a not quite risky, too much risky, that if you use a polyester blanket to cover him. No, if you have fire blanket available, cover him. Otherwise, throw water on him. Throw water on him and first kill the fire. Okay. This is the easiest. This is the easiest way. There is no harm in throwing a water on him. If you have water bottle, put him. Take more water bottles. Take more water. This is most easily available thing in this scenario. Only water is not supposed to throw on an electric fire and in kitchen fire. Otherwise, you can throw, because you said if someone caught, it means you are talking about a person. So throw water on him. And if it is possible, then remove the extra cloth. Extra cloth means, as I'm talking about, a big sheet, a part of ihram, because ihram is two sheets, so you can remove the upper sheet. Okay, question related to fire. If we are working in a place where the fire alarm already installed and we work there, how we will deal with fire alarm are already installed? Okay, raise the alarm. If the fire alarm are there, then there should be some button or some lever by which you can raise the fire alarm. There is option in many factories and many industries. They have fire alarm and they have the emergency buttons as well, emergency levers as well. In hotels, you see that at airport even, you see a glass box, and there you have to break the glass box and raise the fire alarm. Rolling the person on the ground will be helpful. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Rolling the person on the ground is really helpful. But in this case, if you are alone, if water is not available, if water is available, ask him to roll, and means add two things. Rolling is one factor, add water factor. If water is not available, rolling will work. If water is available, it will add up. How may you have the best of both of the world? Jazakallah khair. Okay, don't. Yes, exactly. Shahzad Badr, thank you. I added this point that please do not throw water in kitchen fire, means fire in oil, and fire in electric fire. Do not never use water because of electrocution and because of steam burst. Never use water in kitchen fire and in electric fire. Jazakallah khair. In case of fire, if we didn't see the assembly point, what we will do? Just get out from the location. Just Waqas Ahmed, just get out from the location. Your main aim is to leave the location. If, as we discussed, if things are available to kill a fire, if the fire is a small, around a dustbin size or less than a dustbin size, if you think you can fight the fire, if you think it is possible, if the exit access is clear, if the things are suitable, then attempt that thing. If you think it is not suitable, other persons are there, person that at risk are with you, so leave the premises, get out from the location. If the assembly point is mentioned there, go to the assembly point. If assembly point is not mentioned, it's okay. First, get out from the location. First, just leave the building. Means go into the safe area. Okay, we can use fire beaters on small fire. Yes, you can, if it is available. If it is available. Never use lift or elevator in case of fire. Yes, exactly. I told them that never use elevator in case of fire, because elevators, because of the electricity issue, that elevator can stop at any floor. The other thing is they have the vertical columns of the elevators will filled with the smoke. So choking, no oxygen will be available for the human in the elevator. So it is not a good idea to use the elevator. Always use stairs. And if you are with the wheelchair person, so you have to think about these things, that in case of fire, what you will do, because elevators will not work. You have to plan. You have to talk to the management that please, if it is possible, then give me a room on the ground floor. Give me a room on the first floor. because I am with some special need person. So you have to discuss these things. Okay, no, there is no other question. Okay, Mr. Shamid, do you read me if you have if you have any other question, or can we end the session? Mr. Shamid, do you read me?
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Shamir from HSQ.
Walaikum
Is there
salam.
any questions or queries regarding any administrative point of view? Okay, then good. Let me introduce HSQ. HSQ is basically US-based training provider company. We across do business and provide services across America, Middle East, and Asia. We are approved by top global bodies like IOSH, IRCA, PCB, Saudi Councils, TVTC, and Saudi Heart Association. So far, we have trained almost 12,000 individual candidates and completed 250 projects worldwide. Alhamdulillah. So we have offered this training to serve the nation and play our role to contribute the society. We do have a special offer for this group. Anybody referred by this group, we will offer them a good discounts, and list of our upcoming courses will be displayed after the session. And one more thing, that we will continue to circulate this webinar services to next month as well. And because this is a series of free webinar services, we have posted some topics so we can get the idea what topic should we choose for the next session. So please put your vote on there and help us to choose a good topic so we can do a better work in future, inshallah. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for your support and having the group this session successful. Thank you very much. Any questions, please? All these questions can be asked in the group individually or as a one-to-one messages. IOSH, related to IOSH, lifting, rigor. Yes, we do offer these courses individually, and as a company, we do offer our services in corporate sector and individual sector both. So there's no issue if you have any query related to the corporate services. Yes, we do offer corporate services and certification, ISO certification, consultations, auditing services, and technical services as well. So you may contact us through the group. We will provide you our contact details for further correspondence. People attended the session, they have to maintain the 80% attendance to get the certificate. Anything else? So I think we should wrap up. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone once again for your participation and for your help and support. Keep your support with us so we could make it better. Next session we will start in coming month, inshallah. Thank you.